Now, money management is not really about how much you earn, it's more of how you manage your money. In today's world where everyone seems so well off on social media with luxury lifestyle, luxury shopping, luxury holidays, and you're just thinking, oh, they must be well off. What am I doing wrong? Well, I'm here to tell you that you're not doing anything wrong except perhaps managing your money in a more effective and efficient way. Now, it gives me the ick that money management is not taught enough in secondary schools or in sixth form, because why not? This is one of the key areas of in our lives that we really need to handle and master the art of managing our money. So in today's episode, I'm really going to be teaching us the basics and the basics of getting and managing our money right. Now, as regular earners, you and I have very limited income to spare. So it's very important that we manage our money in a more effective manner. And one of the key ways to manage your money is budgeting. Now, majority of you already know how much you earn on a regular basis or on a monthly basis. Now, do you really know what your outgoings are? Do you know how much you spend on a regular in terms of your monthly expenses? Now, most people don't really even know how to budget, not to talk of even how to track. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to budget. There are two key ways of budgeting, mastering the art of budgeting. Now, budgeting is very key. So the very first exercise we're going to be doing today is we're going to be writing down our earnings. How much do we earn on a monthly basis through side hustles, self-employed, and being an employee? How much is coming in on a regular basis into your account that you can spend as income? So we need to make sure that that is written down nice and clearly. Now, on the other hand, we're also going to write down our expenses. I like to divide the expenses into two categories. One is the primary expenses. These are like your mortgage, your rent, your utility bill, your phone bill, your travel expenses. So those are expenses that you have to pay month on month, or expenses that you cannot live without. So those are your primary priority expenses. On the other hand, we're going to be writing our secondary bills. Now, these are costs that are flexible month on month, or that we can be flexible with. Costs like your food, your social life, household bills. Those are the kind of costs that are going to be your secondary costs. Let me show you guys a typical example of what I am talking about. So now we're going to take a look at Marian's monthly income and expenses, what she gets every month from her salary and what she spends. She earns a total sum of £1,500 from her monthly income. This is the only income she gets. She doesn't have any side hustle or any side gigs. And then her primary expenses are her rent, her council tax, utility bills, transportation costs, and phone bill, which is a total sum of £885. Now, these are her primary expenses that she has committed to on a monthly basis. These are committed costs, so she must pay them every month. We're going to then move forward to our secondary bills. Now, these are a little bit flexible. For example, food can be £300 this month. It can be £200 depending on how she feels. And then she has other costs as eating out, shopping, gifting, and others. Like I said, your secondary expenses can be a bit flexible, and the total sum here is £515. And what's left, which is £100, is what we're going to set aside and put into our savings. Now, you can see that the total sum of £885, £550 and £100 make up her £1,500 income that she gets on a monthly basis. So this is how you budget. You write down your income, you write down your expenses, and you write down your savings. Now, as you've just seen in Maria's example where we wrote her earnings on a monthly basis and also her primary expenses and her secondary expenses. Now, let's also remember that once we've done the primary and the secondary expenses, we need to also keep some money aside for savings. It's very important that we actually save on a monthly basis. Now, we're going to be talking about investments and all those beautiful stuff in a later episode on our money management. But today, our focus is on budgeting. Now, once we've written our revenue, our primary expenses, and our secondary expenses, the next exercise I need you to do is tracking. Now, I know you've made a rough estimate what you spend your money on. Yeah, that is good. That is good. But we actually need to track, because in order to budget efficiently, in order to have an accurate budget, we need to look at some data of some sort. So I really like and I encourage my family and friends to always use a spending tracker to track their day-to-day expenses, because it's very easy to say, oh, I spend about £200 on eating out every month, and you don't really know that, do you? Have you tracked it? How are you sure you don't spend £300 actually? So it's very important for us to track. I really like you to get a spending app. There's lots of them on the App Store. I particularly like using the spending tracker app. Now, this is not a sponsored video, but I just really like that spending tracker app because it's really easy to use and it's quite simple. Now,
so you can go into your App Store or your Google Play and type in spending tracker. That's the one I like to use and I've been using for the past 3 to 4 years to track my expenses. So type in spending tracker and you can easily just download it. This is what the spending tracker looks like. So it simply tells you to put in your income and your expenses. So we'll go to the transaction tab, we'll click on income because we want to input income first, and we simply type the date. Let's say Miriam gets her income on the 1st of March. We put that in, and then our income is £1,500 on a monthly basis, and we set that up as salary. Now, once we've done that, we can then press done and then move to order transaction. These little text boxes are simply just explaining to me how to use the app because we've only just downloaded it, so it's assuming I'm a new user. But guys, I'm a pro, so I already know how to use this app so much. So we click done once we're done typing that in, and you can see that on the transaction it says income 1,500. We can then go on to input our expenses. So let's say we want to pay rent, and rent goes out on the 10th. We'll simply put the date and then we'll put the amount, and we click on category. You can see that the category options they have here do not have rent. We can simply create our own. So we'll go ahead and type in rent, and we'll just input that, and voila, we have rent on our expenses sheet. We can also go ahead and type in something else like council tax, or what are we paying now, utility bills. Because it's not on there, we can simply just also type it in and say utility bills, put in the amount of the utility bills we are paying for that month, and click on done. And you can then see that on the app, the transaction, we can clearly see how nice and neatly our expenses are coming. So now I've inputted all of Miriam's expenses for the month, her income, and all her expenses. You can see that her balance is equal to 0. So this is how the app helps you. Another thing that I really love about the app is you can go in and also edit or change anything that you feel like you've mistakenly put into the app. So it's very flexible at that. And the part that gets me really, really excited is the fact that the app also breaks down your spending. We can see on here that Miriam spends 40% of her income on rent, 20% on food, and 8% on utility bill. So I really love the fact that it's quite flexible. You can also change those percentages to show the exact amount that you want to see. It also allows you to, change it from a pie chart to a bar chart. So this is how you track on a monthly basis.
I really want you to find a tracker that you like, or you can go the old fashioned and do it by pen, but I think it's actually very easier to do it on your phone. So I want you to track your day-to-day expenses in terms of what you spend on food, what you spend on clothing, what you spend. Just track, because when you track and you record stuff, it gives you the trend and it enables you plan better for the future. So today's assignment is make sure that you write your earnings, write your primary expenses, write your secondary expenses, and then download a spending app so that you can track your daily expenses and also your monthly income. Now, once you've done that, you're on the right path to really managing your money and being more self-aware about how you spend majority of your money. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I budget on an Excel spreadsheet and how efficient it is and how it just calculates and does stuff for you. So we're going to be taking baby steps, making sure that we build our money so that we can also live a nice and well-off luxury life. Because to be honest with you, in order to live a really well-balanced life, you don't have to have all the money in the world. You just really have to know how to manage your money in the right manner. So if this is the kind of things that you like, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I'll be bringing you more and more information regarding finance. As always, have a lovely day from your finance manager here at Jenny Unplug.